Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are in the world, whenever you're watching this. Hi, and thank you so much for being here and showing up and listening in. I'm Catherine Oster, and I'm a certified facilitator with Access Consciousness, which is a set of tools that you can use to create things and change things in your life. And Coffee Chat is about me chit-chatting about, the latest tool or giving you a tool to play with, whatever pops for chatting about today. Hey, Karen, good morning. Thank you so much for joining me live. So today's title is called Ching. Ching. And I'm going to tie you into the title later. Hey, Annalise. Hello. Good morning. I'm not seeing any Facebook comments today, you guys. So I will... Oh, never mind. I'm a liar. I see Annalise's comment. Morning. Hi, Nicole. Okay. So as a facilitator, I have learned to listen to what people say when they ask a question in a class. When they are asking to change something, I listen to the words and I perceive the energy. And I was facilitating a call a few weeks ago, and one of the participants was asking for change in an area of her life. And what she said were these words. She's like, I would choose this, but then I would be lazy and selfish. I can't choose this because then I'm lazy and selfish. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. Wow. So that was the key right there. Hey, good morning, Mom. That was the key. She was not willing to be judged as lazy and selfish, and she had a judgment of herself that if she chose this, she would be lazy and selfish. So the limitation comes into the choice. She won't let herself choose anything different in this area of her life because lazy, selfish. And I'm like, this is a thing. And this was a thing for me too. I would be constantly doing things to prove that I'm not lazy or selfish. I gave everything up, like my hair. No, I gave everything up of myself in order to do things for other people to prove that I was not selfish. And in my giving up of myself, I lost myself. And what that left me with was an angry, bitter, unhappy, in pain, broke, poor person. Hi, Willow. Willow, today is the day. Is today the day? She was in one of my other groups, and I remember she said something about Fridays. So just wondering. Anyway, so lazy, selfish. And then if you're constantly trying to prove that you're not a lazy person, you never actually allow yourself to relax because you're always having to prove this. And I'm like, God damn it. I need to start a club, a clearing club. We need to run this clearing 30 times a day for 30 days. And then I added in see you next Tuesday because that word brings up a lot of energy that a lot of people resist and react to. So along came the birth of the Lazy Selfish See You Next Tuesday Clearing Club, where we are running this clearing 30 times a day for 30 days. And we just did day 2 today. You can join us at any time. It's in a Telegram group. You can get access to the past videos. But another thing, another aspect that this club and running this clearing is going to unlock is receiving. Accessing greater receiving. Number 1, what is receiving? Receiving is being. When you start to access greater receiving, what starts to show up more in your life is money. The more judgments you are willing to receive that other people will have of you, the more money will also show up in your life. the more joy can also show up in your life, the more ease can show up in your life, the more energy you start to have, because you are literally receiving things, receiving energy from all the people around you, from the earth, from the trees, from the things in your house, from your animals. You are receiving. When you are not receiving, you're tired. It takes a lot of energy to hold up energetic barriers to keep you from receiving. It takes a lot of energy to control yourself so you're not judged. You can't ever avoid judgment, by the way. No matter how hard you try, there's always going to be people judging you. It takes a lot of energy to try to stop that, though. You're tired a lot. It also then energetically puts your body into a lot of pain. So this clearing club is going to open up greater receiving. And it can also be really intense. Yes, you receive more of all of the amazing things, and you also receive more awareness of the insanity that people have going on in the life. It's uncomfortable. So choose if you dare. And the next thing that this clearing club is going to create is more choice for you, because when you are not willing to be judged at something, you don't allow yourself, you limit your choice to only be and do the things that would not create that judgment, which is a tiny amount of choice. And you're going to end up choosing things that you hate and resent, because if you didn't choose them, you would be judged as this. So your willingness to be judged as something is going to increase the choices you have available to you in your life. It starts to energetically uncover things that you didn't consider choosing before. Another thing that this club is going to create is your awareness of when people are being lazy and selfish. See you next Tuesdays. You know, sometimes when we resist being an energy or being something, we're not even willing to have the awareness of when that energy is around us. We kind of have a block or a barrier up to it. So we're not going to be aware of when somebody is that energy, when they're choosing it, until it hits us like right smack in the forehead, and literally our whole world, we just got bulldozed by a lazy, selfish see you next Tuesday. Because there are people that choose that are going to control you by being that way. And then you're at the effect of them. You're always at the effect of those people then. So it's going to start to create more ease in your life. You're going to start to be aware of when somebody is being that, before you get bulldozed over by that, and you're going to have choice with them. You can look at them, and it, like, oftentimes when you are with a person and you have to do, let's say you're in business and you have to work with people that are like this, you just look at them and say, wow, you are being a lazy, selfish, see you next Tuesday right now. Okay, cool. And then oftentimes just your energetic acknowledgement that that's where the person is functioning from in that 10 seconds, in that moment, just starts to create more space around it. And then because you've acknowledged them for what they are, they might actually just start to be different with you. You might start to have a little more ease with them, because people actually, it just does this weird thing. It just creates more space. Whereas when you're kind of blind to it and you're pretending that they're something that they are not, it just energetically is not congruent. And then things are kind of more sticky. So acknowledging things for what they are just makes things a lot more ease. And it's not wrong. That's the other thing. Consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. It's not wrong. And just because somebody is judging you as that, like let's say this is you, where you're not willing to receive this judgment, it does not mean you are that. It just means that they're trying to control you, or they're not willing to be that, so they're going to make you wrong. You know, it just gets weird, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to understand it. let's say that you have an ask in your life, that there's something you would like to change in your life and create it. And in order for that to show up, you have to choose to be or do something that would create or possibly stimulate this judgment of lazy, selfish, see you next Tuesday. You're not going to choose it. Then you're not, because you're not willing to be judged as that. You're not willing for yourself to be that. You're constantly proving that you're not that. And then the change you were asking for is going to take way longer to show up. Yeah. So anyway, if you'd like to join the club, you still can. It's $27 and you can find a link at katherineoster.com. And I'll try to put a link with this video. I'll probably put it in the comments or see if I can edit at the top of the video. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Facebook is a little funny. And another thing is like, get your bars ran. Oh my God, Access Bars just really allows you to unload all of this energetic crap that you're holding on to. It starts to create more space for you to get a sense of you. Yeah, Access Bars. So you can go to accessconsciousness.com/bars to learn more about this process if you'd like to. You can also message me and I'm happy to hook you up with a practitioner. I might even know somebody in your area, and take a class, like take a one-day class, learn how to run bars, and you can just start trading bars with people, starting to really just dissipate the judgment and all those energetic limitations that are holding you back, that you can't even do something different. Like, this is about being. What Access Bars can change is you can't achieve it by doing. It's just the energy of it starts to change. The energy of you starts to change. So, yeah. And in a week from today, if you are in the Calgary, Alberta area, or you want to travel to Calgary has an airport. I'm going to be facilitating an Access Bars class with Karen Olenek in the area next Friday, June 9th, if you'd like to join us. And then we're going to be doing Talk to the Entities introduction that evening, and a 2-day Talk to the Entities beginning class on Saturday and Sunday, which is a whole other amazing, brilliant thing. Yes, where talking to entities is not just about talking to spirits and ghosts. It's really about opening up to this perceiving, knowing, being, and receiving way of living with energies and receiving from them, which I talked about before in this chat. Okay, this chat is going on. We're going to talk a few more minutes. I find it really, in the tools of Talk to the Entities, open up the energy of language that you already knew when you were a little kid. But then all of a sudden, somehow we made thinking and verbal communication more important. So we gave up what we know about the language of energy in favor of thinking and talking. There's so much more to life and living than just the talking and what you can see and the thinking. There's this whole energetic world that desires to contribute and work with you. And if you are getting a pull to talk to the entities at all, like, I wonder what has been waiting to gift to you. One of the biggest things that I've noticed in my life is, before, I felt like I was always working against everything. Like I was always in reaction to things. I felt like we were always working against the weather. We were always fighting against the land and the equipment, and nothing ever really flowed. But this last year or 2 years, I feel like we're in the flow, like we're working with, and we're still doing the same things. Like, we still seed a crop, we still have animals, we still have payments. Like, we didn't win the lottery or anything like that, but we have won the energetic lottery. Anyway, that's my spiel. So if you have any questions or comments about this class or any classes, send me a message. I'm happy to chat with you. And have an amazing rest of your day. And thank you for being and listening and tuning in. Cheers. Bye-bye for now.